Lizzie! Lizzie! Lizzie, come on. We're just going to go for a very short walk just to stretch our Lizzie, just to stretch our legs. I'm not going to go far. Lizzie, come on, little family, a little family wander. I think this is flooded before now. There's a little path up here. I think this whole area here, when it gets wet, floods. All this down through there. I've lowered the back right hand side of the Duomid XL. We'll just go up here. Oh, can you get up here, Lassie? Yee. Yes. Lizzie, come on. Look at little Lizzie. Come on. You don't need to lift up there. Whoop. Lizzie! You show her the way? Lizzie! Oh, Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie. Oh my God, look at the way she just comes straight up there. Lizzie! Oh, Lizzie. I gotta come and get you. Oh. Lizzie! I thought she'd get up here, because I thought she kind of would get up here. Lizzie! 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 Come on! Can you get up there? It's quite... Is it too steep for you, Lizzie? Oh, Lizzie! Call this Lizzie's Grand Adventure or something. Come on then, this way. Come on. Lizzie. Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie. Yep. Lizzie. Lizzie. Come here. Come on. Oh. There you go. Alright, come on. Oh, Lizzie. God. I carry the kindergarten. Oh, you can go up there. There you are. Alright, let's go. We're not going to go far. We're just gonna really just, this is just a leg stretching exercise. I'm feeling very lazy. Yeah, and then all the times inning and outing hospital, I was going to come here last week but I got a bug of some sort. It might have been COVID, I'm not sure. I mean, I certainly didn't bother testing it, but my dad was unwell last week in hospital. They tested him and he did have COVID. And he recovered from it fine. But I think I probably gave, whatever it was, I think I gave it to him, because about a week before he had it, I had some sort of bug which I must have picked up in the hospital, because I was in and out every day around that time, and I stayed home one weekend because I didn't want to pass anything on, and I just didn't feel like going in anyway because I felt quite rough. And then it kind of went away, so I went in on the Monday, and then by the end of the week I was feeling quite rough again. And around that time my dad went down with something, and like I say, they tested him, so I stayed home for about 3 or 4 days. I think I stayed home about 4 days then. So I felt quite rough. It's like I had something, then it went away, and then it came back as bad as, if not worse, than what it was originally. So I was going to come here last week, and I thought, yeah, that's probably not a wise thing to do. So I thought, let's put it off a week. Well, I think in the end it was about 5 days, and then came out now. Yeah, and I just wanted to do something really simple. Just come out, just because, like I said, it's the last couple of weeks I haven't done much, because it did knock me back. I was in bed for a few days. I must admit, even just this is bloody knackering. Mind you, I've been knackered anyway, to be fair, so I'm not the fittest of people, but you know, this is quite I do need to try and get back to walking again. It's just with everything that's going on at home, that, and then this, that, just haven't been getting out as much as I should, or as I would normally. And also with before I had Bella, then, well, to be fair, even before Bella I was walking a bit less, because Lassie couldn't walk so far. So it's kind of like, with Lassie I've been walking less, because obviously she can't walk so far. And then when I had Bella, I couldn't walk so far with Bella because she was a puppy. So it sort of all conspired to knock my fitness back a little bit, I think. Anyway, we haven't died yet, so we're probably doing okay. All we're going to do is we'll just go up here and walk around and just really kind of head down towards that building, and then back to camp. I mean, be fatter, but it will be a leg stretch. It will give us a chance to get my leg over. Yeah, because the other thing that I had planned for last week, because I spoke with a mum ages ago, well, like sometime in the last year, and my dad, and I said, look, it's just you and I, you know, and when the time comes, there's not going to be we're not going to have like loads of people turning up or wanting to turn up. We don't know anybody. So I just did with a mum a non-attendant funeral, and like I say, my original plan, because they were going to do the cremation Wednesday last week, so I thought, well, I'll come out Tuesday last week, and then I'm here Wednesday for when Puff the Magic Dragon goes up. I was always joking with her. I said, how's the old battle axe today? Or how's the old dragon? But yeah, so that plan didn't quite work. I think I was in bed most of that day, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. You can only do what you can do. And here we are. So there's Sharp Tor over there. So last year we would have been camped in the valley below the big Tor in the far distance on the horizon. Can't think what that one's called at the moment. It escapes me. I have hopefully, because my house sitter has buggered off, but I'm hoping I found another one. So my neighbour, when it's not holidays, then my neighbour, and it's just a few days, and really I've got Bella, then my neighbour is okay looking after the cats and Lassie and Lizzie. And I think when Bella gets a bit older and can be more trusted in the house, then I think he'll be okay, you know, looking after her as well for a few days. But he can't do holidays, so usually that's not really a problem, because I can just work my walks, you know, around half term. Just don't go on a half term or don't go over Easter, which generally is fine. The problem is summer holidays. So I'm hoping that I found another house sitter that can do August. So I'm hoping that I'll do something similar to what I did last year and come down here twice, sort of early and then later August for a few days. I'll bring Bella, I'll leave the other two, I'll bring Bella, and then we'll sort of walk into the interior a little bit. We'll kind of see what happens, but fingers crossed I have got that, and I'm hoping that she can do early March, but she doesn't know yet. because obviously I need someone to cover me for early March when I go back to Norway next year, because I definitely want to do that again. And I'd like to ideally make that as a regular-ish thing with Bjorn, because it's really useful, that area, because one, I know him, two, he can pick me up hopefully, so that saves me effing around with transport and trains or taxis, with kit and such like. And three, it's just a nice flattish, it's very similar to here, you know, it's quite similar to here. It's not exactly the same, but it's reminiscent of here, like you know, rolling hills, the odd steep bit here and there, but you know, no steep cliffs, or you still would have to be careful on some bits, because there are some steep bits here and there, but again, like, you know, like here there's one or two steep bits here, but it's just a nice area. And as I say, it's convenient. I like I like convenience. I must admit, I do like convenience. So yeah, so hopefully we've got that sorted, hopefully, certainly for August. Hopefully August seems to be 95%, and March is, we'll just have to hope. Could really do with like someone who can do house sitting, just a regular house sitter who can just you know, pop along and sit for a couple of weeks, early March or late February. And just see camp down there, I don't know where my finger's pointing, but just over there. So that's the old ruin there. So we're just coming around here. There is a bit of a path here. I don't know where this path, it kind of goes up over there, but I'm not quite sure where it goes along here. Let's have a, yeah, so as I say, really, this trip I just wanted to keep it really simple. Bring the dog, get all the dogs out, and just keep it, you know, short, sweet and simple. We've got today, tomorrow, and then back Wednesday. And then I'm not going to get out again until it's probably going to be late May, because of everything to happen on April the 3rd, when a mum, you know, passed into a different dimension. When I was coming home in the afternoon, I was stopped in traffic, and the van behind me obviously wasn't concentrating properly or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, bumped into me when I was actually braked. You know, the traffic wasn't moving. You know, I wasn't moving, the cars in front weren't moving. My guess is maybe the traffic in the, because it's dual carriageway, maybe the traffic in the lane next to us moved, and maybe he sort of just, you know, saw cars moving and instinctively moved, but of course it was the wrong lane. So unfortunately he went straight into the back of me. But it wasn't, to be fair, if I'd have been, you know, if I'd have like backed into the garage or backed into a lamppost in the same way that, and with the same amount of damage, which is fairly minimal, I wouldn't have bothered claiming. But given that it was someone else, then I've put you know, I've put a claim in, so the car, they could have done it already, but I wanted the car to get down here, and I can't, you know, obviously I get a loan car, but I can't put dogs in a, well, not officially anyway, and I didn't really want to leave a loan car in a, you know, my car's okay, but I didn't want to leave a loan car in the car park, so I thought, and it's not, the car's fine, it's only a very small dent, and one of the reversing BP things has just been knocked out of alignment slightly. It hasn't affected it, it still works. So I thought, well, it'll keep, it's not urgent, let's we'll do it, you know, we'll do it when we can. So that's booked in for end of this week. So by the time that's done, it's going to be later May before I can get out again, I think, at this rate. So obviously I was in Norway for March. All of April basically I've had death to deal with, or my dad in hospital, or me down with some bug. So luckily I've just got out at the end of April now. May's probably, potentially, is only going to be one trip in May, and then we'll go from there, because I like to try and get out camping twice a month where possible, but sometimes circumstances go against you. But this has been a nice little, that's that derelict building there. So I've camped down there a couple of times, but I don't recommend where I am now, because it's very, and I don't really recommend there either, because they're both very stony. That one, I think that one there with that building is marginally easier than where I am. Where I am now, it's really difficult to get pegs in, but it's quite sheltered and it's not that windy, so it'll be fine. I'll try and get back around Cheddar a little bit more as well. I did get Bella around there late last week, I think Friday last week, because I just wanted to try, but even that was just a short walk, because I just wanted to you know, try and get out and just get a little bit of exercise, plus pop in and see Dave in the gorge outdoors. Oh, and he fixed my zip. I probably hadn't done it up correctly, and probably, I mean, I don't know how or why that zip I wouldn't do up properly, but I think it's just I hadn't done it up properly, and then it got like maybe you're like one tooth out of alignment. So anyway, once he stuck his pen in the zip and got it undone, and then it's fine. It does up exactly as normal now. Hang on, we're going around, because that's that tree. We're over there, aren't we? All right, if we go round there, and then let's go down to about where Bella is, and then we'll take a left-hand turn, and then we've got to walk over the wall. We'll have to carry Lizzie over, and they can get a drink of water as well. And then there's a path through there. I don't know if it's a path or whether it's more a sheep trail, probably a bit of both. Because we need to go up. I don't think we can cross down here. We can't. You can't even see the tent from here. It's so well hidden that you can't even see it down in because it's down in one of those doodahs over there, but it's definitely can't see it. Oh, look at oh, and just think, remember Bella when she was small and I brought her out here. At least her mum, you know, had, well, not 6 months with Bella, but you know, at least she had, you know, a good 3 months with Bella. It's funny, that brings a bit of lump to the throat. If we go up a little bit further, then we can cross over, because we had a funny little saying with Bella as well. Because when she was being a little bit mischievous, then I sort of joke with her mum and I say, "It's alright Bella, the butter hasn't melted yet." So that, I've never used that funny joke before, but that was a funny little joke that I said with her mum several times. The butter's not melted yet. Ooh. Come on then, go and have a swimmy paddle. Come on Lizzie, do you want to go and get a... Does Lizzie want a drink? Come on then, go and have a drink. Cool off for a bit. Come on then. Oh, that's a deep splash, isn't it? You're splashing with the bubbles. Oh, you go back for more splashing. Oh. Good girl. Good girl. Bella hasn't. I don't know whether Bella will pick up this splashing thing. Come on then, let's go back to camp and let's have a cup of tea. Let's head back, cup of tea. It's one time when you get a free cup of tea in the bloody hospital is when someone's dying. You want a cup of tea? Yeah, thank you, I'll have a tea. Oh, I'll have another tea please. Oh God, honestly, you get a free cup of tea. the consolation prize if your mother dying is a cup of tea. Oh. Anyway, here we are. We've got the solar panels out. I brought both of them. So these are so that's a 7 watt. And I've put the I've put the 5000 milliamp hour battery pack on that, and that is going to, that small one will do 5000 in a day. Thank you, Bella. With this type of sunshine. and this type of amount of high sun. And this one, that's 82, currently 82%. So it will be interesting to see. It was 81% just earlier. I put it on late yesterday and it did 10% in about 2 hours last night, and then it's been out all morning. So the time now is coming up to 2 o'clock, so it's been out since 8 o'clock at least. So that's so 6 hours. So in 6 hours it's gone from about 20% to 80%. So what's that, about 10% an hour? Because 20 to 80, that's 60%. So yeah, it's about 10% an hour in this, and that's a 10,000 milliamp power bank. So in this quite high sun, they're quite efficient. I think it's that low autumn dull light where they struggle, but in this type of and with the sun, you know, right on them, they're pretty efficient. I would suspect that both of those power banks will be filled up today. I don't think I'll be able to empty the 10,000 bank because I've only got my phone to charge up, and the battery on this DJI lasts forever. So I don't think that I will need to use very much power. Oh, we need to have another tea or a tea. Oh, yeah. All right, let's have tea, and we will catch up in another video, no doubt.